Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are now live. I just got to do a couple quick things here to change my settings back. And we are ready to rock and roll. Had a few issues with getting some stuff set up, but you do what you can. So we've got... let me just get in here a bit more. Let's go into the comments. Okay, so we are good to go. So we've got some special guests. I am fading here a little. Let me just adjust this.
My hair's faded.
So I am actually... Cayden, stop, please. Okay, so that's good. I'm still streaming on the other one, the live. So I'm actually streaming in two places right now. And yeah, just to kind of see what's happening, kind of different. So today we have a special guest, and that is Justin and Christina from Justin Christina's RV Vanlife. And they started their venture a little over a year ago. They've had their channel for about 12, 13 years now. And this is one amazing couple. They really are. They're going to venture out and get on the road with a dog, a big dog, and a child. And that is a lot of work. Having a kid, trust me. So we are going to bring them up in a minute. I just need to go over here for a second and do an introduction. Let's roll it. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
We're good.
Good, Michael, you good?
I agree. So it's a handful having a little one, hey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if your first. I think people having the little one during the pandemic.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. No, I didn't even think of that part. That does make things a little bit more difficult, doesn't it?
It
Yeah.
definitely made things standard. Definitely.
True. Well, it makes
This
you
is the
think
first
things a
thing.
little bit
Just the
differently, right? Can you stop this? Makes you think things a little bit differently when you've got
yes, and it's
school and everything else, right? Oh, someone's being grumpy now.
For sure.
That's what you have to look forward when they get older.
well, he gets grumpy. Oh, if he.
So we're gonna dive right into this. No, I don't want her up, okay? Because she goes nuts. But thank you. We're gonna dive right into this. So I see you guys on a lot of channels. You're out there. You guys are doing an amazing job at moderating and helping people out. But I don't know if many people know that much about you guys.
Well, he's doing it.
Don't be modest.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start. Where are you guys from?
Well, we're from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Okay.
And
so
yeah, we're both from here.
And you speak
born Canadian.
Okay, girl.
And you're bilingual?
He's third generation. Yes.
Yeah, we're both bilingual.
Okay.
She's actually trilingual.
Yeah. I'm heritage-wise, I'm Portuguese.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
cool.
5% Portuguese, 25% Italian, 25% Quebecer.
And somewhere in there, a little bit of Irish.
Fair enough. So, what made you guys?
And she's just
That's Angel.
Yeah, this is Angel.
Angel Michael.
Hi, Michael.
We have Staffordshire Terrier.
Okay, cool. So, what made you guys decide to start a YouTube channel?
What made us decide to start a YouTube channel? Well, at first it was just to keep a journal of our experiences and to have something to look back on later on and maybe share with family and friends.
Like the first time we made a YouTube channel, or why we decided to do Vanlife?
Well, okay, no, sorry. We had
Well, you started
before.
Yeah, you had 13 years ago.
Advertisement for our personal training health coach business. And then we stopped and we didn't touch YouTube for a few years. And then we rebranded or restarted with our...
we started posting.
We started posting with the fact that we wanted to get into Vanlife. Actually, when we first started, we weren't sure if it was RV life or van life, but it was some sort of nomadism, and we wanted to travel.
So you started that a little over a year ago.
Yeah, we started. Actually, we're in June. We'll be going on our third season.
Okay.
So about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Yeah. When we started posting RV stuff, that the subscribers started going up.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, okay.
We were kind of, at first we were a little surprised other people wanted to watch us that we didn't know.
Yeah.
So when it got to a certain point, we were like, okay, well, this is kind of fun. I guess, let's get into it and really develop it and share our experiences with everybody.
So what do you hope to achieve with your channel?
Well, really right now I'm just having fun with our channel.
Yeah, because we don't post every week.
Yeah, we're not, especially since the new reality, we're not really, it kind of slowed us down a bit. But as this whole COVID thing gets resolved, we're going to become more and more active and put out more and more content.
And we're selling.
Yeah.
To fuel our dream, we're selling our home, our sticks and bricks, in order to have the capital to continue what we want to do when it comes to van life.
Okay. So yeah, then you end up becoming more van life essentially. So it gives you more to film. Yeah. What's it like to travel? Like, have you traveled with the dog and Angel and Michael?
Yeah. Well, with Angel and not a.
It's
but at the same time, it are curbs what you can. I could do thing, and then I would come back and take care of baby and dog, and she could go out and do. But if it's not, it would be hard to do something in that sense.
Especially during the cold.
Yeah. Because you get colder winters than we do here. So it limits what you can do.
Fun.
Yeah. Well, yeah. it gets colder in other places in Canada, but we go down to about -30 here, so that's decently cold.
So, and that's why, since we're selling the sticks and bricks and we're looking at another alternative, we want the cash to be able to make our older van comfortable.
Yeah.
I would, if we have baby and doggy,
we probably would have gone with a ProMaster right away. But since we do have these things, we're going to be renovating or continue to renovate our old Road Track Class B van. And once that's done, with some of the money that we have aside, we're going to start our own build on a ProMaster. It's just going to be a little more delayed than.
Getting rid of diapers, as stores are open, it's fine. So that's one thing that you don't really think about. It's a small space, and once they start eating solid food, and the release of certain noxious gases,
not to mention the dog farts, but
noxious gases from both can make it interesting too. So you need ventilation, and you need a strong heater that will be able to reheat once you release the door. So yeah, and we you like there are certain realities that you're like, yeah.
You can only have so much space. Yeah, you can only have so much space for a diaper genie.
Yeah.
So what are your top? What are your top 3 channels that have inspired you for your van life?
It's different though.
The first channel to inspire us was a channel called We're the Russos, and that's right now they're in a truck camper. But the part that inspired us is when they were in a Class B van.
The Heimer.
It was a Heimer, Heimer Active or something like that, 2.0 or 1.0. Anyway, we were pretty much inspired by them. Also, at the same time, I would have to include a couple by the name of Trent and Ali that also.
Okay.
And lastly, Chrome from Vancity Vanlife.
Yeah.
Great inspiration. Actually, we got to meet him when he came to Quebec. So, yeah, he was a nice guy.
Full of energy.
That was before.
Yeah, that's back when he was like around 20K.
Well, he was still at 40K, in the summer last year. And with COVID, he just shot right up.
Yeah.
Because we were sitting there in a field in Lillooet. Yeah, because we were sitting in a field in Lillooet and we were talking about it. And he's just like, yeah. He's just like, it just starts going because of COVID. So now he's sitting at what?
Now he's yeah.
So was there like, I know you started your channel like 12, 13 years ago. Was there somebody back then that inspired you, or was there somebody now that inspired you to start your channel, to start the whole van life thing, or just?
Well, the 3 channels that I mentioned earlier inspired us for the van life thing.
Well, technically, I started the YouTube channel in the beginning.
Yeah, you wanted to. Well, it was more of a.
Yeah, because back in the day, it was cheaper to put your videos on YouTube, and then
put them into your
website, your web page,
yeah.
Or else your hosting fees were really expensive back in the day. And I got surprised because some of our old videos have like 30,000 for like the older. I was like, okay. And
the quality too back then was different.
Horrible.
Oh yeah.
I look at the old videos and I'm like, and we paid how much for this camera?
Yeah. Now we shoot with our cell phone and we get like 100 times the quality.
I know, it's crazy.
It's cool to to see though. The change in quality.
So if you could collab with anybody, who would that be?
Collab with anybody.
For the Vanlife?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
for channel wise.
Well, channel wise? Well, because what I would love to do is to go somewhere and collab with someone on our ProMaster build. Like, and really not just do a self build, because not everybody can do a full self build, and show them that you can still do it in an affordable way.
Okay. You'd have to collab with a builder.
Well, there's a Happy Camper. There's Humble Road.
Humble Road, yeah.
Humble Road. But collaborate on being on other channels. We like being on everybody's channel.
Yeah. Actually, anybody has anything to do with travel or van life or even RV life. I mean, we love collabing with people. We've done it before. We'll probably do it again. Of course, I would probably love to collab with Chrome at some point.
Well, you could do like a van tour once the.
Yeah, I could do a van tour with him at some point.
Yeah.
Van tour with New Jersey.
New Jersey Outdoor Adventure. Yeah.
My phone keeps dinging. What makes? How do I put that? What are 3 reasons people should subscribe to your channel? Like what makes it unique in you guys?
What makes it unique?
Well, we have our goal now is to also make workout videos that are not expensive. And this was before COVID. Like if you look at our videos, I know I stopped because of him, but I'll start again. Inexpensive videos that don't require space.
Or equipment.
Or equipment. In the van and outside, and showing that you don't have to be like super athletic or like a yoga master to do them, and you can do them with elastics, and you can do it for that.
That we also plan on doing travel videos. Obviously, I mean, we're not going to reinvent the wheel. I mean, there are channels out there that have elements that are going to resemble us, but I mean,
there's not too many.
YouTube is so big and have so many viewers that I mean, there's room for everybody.
Oh, there is. There is.
I think what makes it is we're not an RV. We're a van. We have a baby and a dog. We're going to be showing good places to park in an area that people don't come visit often, which is Montreal.
Right.
And there's a lot of good parking spots in this area, especially in the summer. Once everything's back, I mean, you can come see us for the Jazz Fest and all those other things.
Just for laughs.
Just for laughs. And when we're back on the map. And I think something that makes us unique is that we want to be van lifers, but we want to demonstrate how you can retire with less money, even if you're Canadian. So we're going to be showing that not just how to keep van life less expensive, but we're looking at land in Baja, Mexico, and we might be showing people how to make their own RV plots and where to go and all that. So that's in our future goals.
I think those are great ideas. And you don't see many channels out there with little kids, right? I mean, it's a lot of work, and it changes your whole van life. Oh, there we go.
Okay, I think we're back.
Are we back? Yay!
We're back. Short intermission.
Okay.
Michael was about to shoot the cube at the TV. No. Oh yeah. advantage and people shut the phone down and I shut the
Okay.
You're back now. It just it keeps
so that our
buffering a
internet
little.
is not eating up
Okay.
the
I
bandwidth.
think we're back. Yay.
Yeah, you're back.
I guess our internet is not as strong, even though we buy the unlimited strong one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're off again. This is not.
No.
We're back.
Yeah.
It flickers now and then.
Black.
Fair enough.
Oh, close.
That close.
I haven't.
So I had the question here: which channel already on YouTube?
More space in the van for his clothes than I do.
You have your whole Batman cave. Frozen again. We're having technical difficulties. Okay, we just lost them. But they'll try to get back up here. So yeah, we are talking to Justin and Christina from RV Vanlife, and they have a dog and a baby. And I can only think of the issues and the difficulty you'd have with having a child and a dog in a van, right? Like I have a hard enough time in my truck with a dog and a child. In a van, oh, I take my hats off to you two.
Thanks.
We're trying. I don't understand why it's doing that.
No, me neither. But I think
Whoa, that's like a whole new motion there.
yeah. All right.
So I had the question here: which channel already on YouTube will yours most likely be like?
Oh, I don't know.
Uh,
And I guess that's a difficult one too, because you want to be unique. You want to be yourself anyway.
Thing. I mean, we want to bring something unique to ourselves. Obviously, we might be similar to other van life or travel channels, but
Yeah.
we're not going to be exactly the same. And why would you want to be anyway?
Well, exactly.
But we're okay. But we're in a van. But maybe the RV Odd Couple.
Yeah.
Honeymooners.
And they have kids.
They have a toddler, and she runs around, and he runs around.
Okay.
And they have a dog.
I see it, sort of.
But we're not in a trailer. We're in a van. But I mean, that's the. Is there any other?
I don't particularly like them, but you know.
They're not bad. No, but I'm not saying that.
Your personalities, you're saying they're general.
Well, the personalities are not bad either. Come on. It's just that they're in a trailer, and they treat it as a business.
They treat it as a business, and then personally, I treat it as a passion.
But
Yeah.
And when it comes work, that's when I'm gonna probably slow down or stop.
Yeah.
But we're talking about. Are there any? There are a few van lifers with kids, but they're more on Instagram than they are on YouTube for some unknown reason.
Yeah. For some reason,
Yeah, like
when van lifers get kids, they also all of a sudden turn into like
Tiny house.
RV lifers and
Well, it's more space.
and tiny houses.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's more space.
But it limits you to where you can go too, right?
Yeah.
So, what's one of your favorite things about the YouTube community?
So one of the favorite things about the YouTube community is how welcoming they are and how open they are to helping one another. At least that's what I've observed within the RV, van life, travel, homestead type of community. I don't know if other type genres of channels are different, but
I guess because we're not huge, we haven't gotten a tremendous amount of trolls.
Well, pretty lucky with trolls, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, you get them. My biggest thing was sharing the same name with Chrome because people didn't understand what Vancity was.
Vancouver, right? So.
Yeah. So when you explain it to people, they're like, "Oh, okay," because they were thinking a van city, like vans in a city. Yeah, and it's like, no, we're both from Vancouver. Like, I even asked him. I said, "You okay with this? First of all, right?" He's like, "Oh, I'm cool with it," because I didn't want to step on his toes, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I get. Supposedly, he gets a lot of hate mail because of me sharing the same name, but whatever. It is what it is. I know he doesn't care, so.
No.
The reality is, I think you've mentioned it, and a few people mentioned it. If you're only making 20 or 30-minute videos,
yes,
and people watch like who knows how many hours of screen time a day,
right?
I mean, there's more than enough. There's more than enough space time for everyone, right?
But it goes back to like I remember being on the set of MacGyver, and we were shooting, and I remember this. We had stopped, and I was sitting there. I was actually standing there talking to Richard Dean Anderson, and this guy comes up and says, "What are you doing here? You were just hurt. You were just injured. Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." And we started talking about that. It's like how people actually believe they get suckered into this, and I think they did that on Friends too, where Joey was his doctor and Brooke Shields was all crazy about him, right? So sometimes people just get so invested into it that they just become kind of stalkerish in a way.
Yeah, that's the downside of it, I guess.
Yeah.
When people get to know you at a certain level, I mean that's what happened to Janelle, that girl van lifer that blew up to like 2 point whatever million people within a couple of like not even a month.
Holy.
Yeah, she got scared because she had stalkers come after her. So
yeah, it's. I mean, you get the crazies out there. I mean, that's life, right? There's crazies no matter what. It is what it is. But yeah, you do get those people that I made a comment once to Chrome. I mean, we used to club together, and I knew him for many years, and how proud I was of him, of getting through his alcohol and his drugs and stuff like that. And someone said, "How dare you? You don't know him." It's like, but I do.
Exactly.
And I'm congratulating him on getting through that. Like, that's huge. Like, there was no negative there.
To on his videos anyway.
Yeah.
So what? I don't see the problem there.
No, but I mean, that's just the way people are, right? It's like take things and just blow it right out of.
Well, something similar happened to me because I moderate on his channel when he does lives, and one of the people were saying like, okay, stop greeting people, stop talking to everybody. You're stepping on his popularity. You're taking advantage of him. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm here to greet people. That's my job.
Yeah. Yeah, because he can't get to everybody. That's the reason for moderators.
So, I mean, people have strange ideas sometimes.
Um, what do you think you could bring to the YouTube community that isn't there already? I think we kind of got that already with
sort of, I guess the whole baby Vanlife thing
yeah.
is something that's maybe a little bit hasn't been seen as much.
And we're not gonna buy land for a homestead. We're gonna buy land to make
Yeah, we're not
RV
homesteading.
areas.
We're going to be creating RV pads on the land that we're going to eventually purchase.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, so we can have
With
guests,
friends.
over.
So DJ asked a question here.
Yeah.
Do people get confused with you having a workout and / RV channel?
You got to be careful when you have more than one topic in your channel. But the thing is that it's in our description. So if they bother looking at our about section, they'll see that we are both. So if you don't want to see one or the other, then you would like just avoid those videos, because we specifically mark them. Like our workout videos are workout Wednesdays, and then our RV or van life videos are van life vlog. So it's two different playlists, let's say.
We do workouts as much as possible that are adapted to people in a van.
Yeah.
Especially the
So,
ones that are recent, like the elastics are with the van that you can close the door on. You can do your leg workout inside or outside the van. So
I think that's a great idea.
more and more, I'm going to be developing stuff that you can do in a small space in a van.
yeah, well, also stuff that's portable. So if you're a nomad or if you like to travel, you'll be able to do it on the road.
And I think it's great because I mean, sometimes in an RV you don't have that opportunity to exercise. I think of when I was a kid, like we didn't. I mean, of course, we're running around.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we didn't have that opportunity to sit there and exercise. I mean, not now. You got all these bands that you can use, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bless you.
And yeah, I mean there are a few RV personalities out there who've done fitness challenges, but we're more fitness videos per se.
Mm-hmm. So, what are three things that people should know about you guys?
3 things that people should know about us.
What do you look at me for?
I'm not going to answer all the questions.
Does that mean that Michael now goes over to Daddy?
Sure. There, come. There we go.
Things
Michael.
about us. I guess what makes us a little bit unique is that we look healthy, or at least we look partially healthy, but we're older.
Yeah.
We're older than we're older than Trent and Allie. We're older and we've had the baby and we've had him so he's like a miracle baby.
Well, I'm about Chrome's age. So yeah.
And I'm slightly younger. But so we're not those young couples that are starting like our objective is that, and it's our objective is semi-retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So we're that, and I have a scoliosis, arthritis, fibromyalgia, and like I have quite a few health issues, which is why I became health coach, naturopath, and like that. So our goal is to show people on a reasonable budget that your dream can get bigger and you can still maintain a healthy lifestyle at a reasonable price while still having fun, though, because we like learning. So we'll be doing the research for a lot of people and we'll be sharing it.
So that must change things as well with your fibromyalgia, because you get tired easily too.
I have chronic fatigue syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
Whether I sleep 5 hours or I sleep 10, I usually wake up tired.
Mm-hmm.
And people look at me and they're like, "You're hyper." I'm like, "It's all fake. It's all fake. It's all adrenaline."
Yeah. My mom had it. So I'm used to that whole stuff with her, right? She'd have all this energy and then she'd pay for it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to learn how to not overdo it as much in your trainings. My research, I'm hoping to finish my master's PhD research, is in chronic pain. So
Mhm.
there will be a section, I guess we'll be adding RV Van Life. It's not fitness, it's holistic health that we're trying to bring in there. So everybody.
Well, and it's not easy when you're older, having a kid. I mean, I look at like for me, Cayden's 8. So when I was 40, we had Cayden. So it's not easy when you're older because I mean they got so much energy, right?
I can attest to that because well, I was 46, so we'll see how things go.
Hey, you know what? I think they keep you young too.
Yeah. Running around and doing all kinds of stuff.
We've been together like 21 years.
So out of all of this, what do you think is going to be the most rewarding thing of all?
Most rewarding thing.
For Van Life or for YouTube or for what would it?
Well, your van life, I mean, YouTube is following you. So, I mean, that's kind of it. But your van life is what you are filming. That's what your story is, right? But you're still living your life. Right.
I think the transition that's going to be the most rewarding. We were at first doing this because we wanted. You're going to be rewarding. Oh. But train. Okay. Give me a sec with the rewarding. You want to know?
Okay.
But what will be really rewarding is when he can talk. But what will be rewarding is that we want to work less and we want to homeschool him or more internet school him. Mm-hmm. And he comes from middle class, but I come from a kind of poor immigrant family, blah, blah, blah. So we want him to be exposed to as many things as possible.
Yeah, I mean, we want to travel and give them all the experiences that we can give them. And, well, at the same time, I mean, we want to be outside more. There are winter activities to be had, but we're going to be trying to more stay in the sunshine and outdoor type of activities.
Yeah.
During winter, at least around here, most people like cocoon themselves in their houses and barely go out.
I guess living more with less. So it's not minimalism, but he's called it maximalism. Using what you got 150%.
Well, the thing is, nowadays, when you see kids and stuff, they're all sitting there on their iPads or phones, and they're not getting out and seeing nature. They're not exploring. They're not being educated in life, right? So I think it's amazing that you're doing something like that. That's why I tried to do with Cayden too.
Lovely.
Are you talking on me? No.
So what's the hardest thing about becoming a YouTuber?
The hardest thing? Well, I mean, there's a learning curve. But, I mean, other than trolls and...
I'll get you.
I guess you get... some people might get a little frustrated with the rate of growth of their channel.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be one part that would be maybe hard about YouTube is you need to get out there and promote yourself. Can't just sit and wait for people to come.
Yeah. And I think being true to yourself is important as well.
Yeah. Also, being authentic is helpful. People, if you have a persona, eventually people will see through it. And,
Yeah. It's so true. I mean, being yourself. I always thought, it's easier to tell the truth than it is to lie, because there's way too many things you have to remember to lie. It's like, oh. So do you see yourselves being on YouTube for a long time?
At the moment, I don't really see us stopping anytime soon. We've just started, as far as we're concerned. Barely scratched the surface, so yeah, we'll be around for a long, long time.
Well, since we're,
like I said earlier, it's like if this ever becomes like super work-like, I may not enjoy it as much. But since right now it's my passion, and I don't see it not being my passion anytime soon, we're gonna be around for a while.
That's good.
not dissing any channels that do it as a business or whatever that. We love them. I mean, Chrome lives off of it and stuff like and
then again, I don't see myself doing everyday videos either. So.
No. Like he earns it. He works hard for it.
And he did like almost 2 years straight of like everyday videos. So wow. My hats off.
Yeah, hats off to him.
But I wouldn't want to work that hard.
Yeah. Since we're older, we're at the point of working smarter, not harder.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've discussed it. We're pretty lucky that we don't have super expensive tastes. Like I'm not.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
I like quality stuff. I just don't need a ton of it.
I don't.
That's the thing.
Juice, so Van is okay, and I don't go. I'm not a girl. I'm kind of a tomboy. There's even been comments on YouTube that I'm always dressed the same. But I mean, I don't have that many clothes, right? I mean,
it's all workout clothes.
If you're doing that, but I do. I mean, I'm not gonna go into a van, or we're not gonna go. I mean, I guess if we go to the Jazz Fest, I might put on a dress. But I mean,
there's limited space in the van too. So.
There's space, and I don't really need very much. And I don't knock the girls who have these vans with a whole big wardrobe. That's really cool.
I think most of these girls live on their own. They don't share it.
I know, but I've never,
especially with 2 or 3 others.
I've been a super wardrobe-y, lots of makeup girl.
Because Angel's not a small dog.
No, she's a medium-sized dog.
Yeah.
She's not a Saint Bernard or, she
can take up the whole bed by herself.
She can take space, lie diagonally on the bed and try as much space as she can, but.
Mind you, so can Michael. Goes around and around in the bed.
So Kathleen has a question for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Christina, are you studying the use of herbs and holistic medicines as well as fitness?
I am already a naturopath, so I've already studied herbs and holistic medicines. So we have a private practice here in Quebec. So I'm a medical health professional, paramedical health professional that gets insurances paid. Alternative medicine. So we see people, and I'm both a massage and a naturopath. He's a naturotherapist as well.
Yep.
But in Canada, being a naturopathic doctor is not the same from one province to another.
Yeah.
It's a different, and I've studied that already, and now I'm studying, my research is for those dealing with chronic pain and self-help management techniques that are different. So it's costing us a lot of money because we have a medical system. So how can we use natural movement and stuff to help people in chronic pain. So that is what I'm studying now, but have already studied the rest.
Well, and I don't know why, but I mean, Quebec is always kind of looked at this as that lost sheep of Canada.
Because
Like-
we are.
Well, I mean, BC sometimes gets that too, though, right? It's like BC doesn't want to be the best rest of Canada. I don't know.
Whether we want Quebec is different because we're primarily, you have to be French speaking to really do well. I mean,
Yeah.
my 50% French or
Like,
maybe
you can
70.
get by speaking English, but you won't thrive
Yeah.
speaking just English.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be
You gotta
fully
be,
bilingual, and it's an official language.
yeah.
Like if you Google US, you'll see that they don't technically have an official language, but it would be good if you know Spanish and English in certain areas, right?
Yeah, exactly. Do they still teach? Like, I don't know. I have to ask Cayden. But do they still teach French in schools like throughout Canada?
Out Canada?
Well, they do.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do in BC.
Because I remember learning French when we were young,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's continued or not.
Oh.
Well, here you're obliged. If your child
Yeah.
hasn't gone, if you're, as a parent, if you haven't gone to English school a certain amount, you're registered in the French school board. So even if I was to homeschool him, I'd have to be with this French school board. But since I have enough, just enough, he can be homeschooled, but on the English school board.
Yeah. But
So
in the English school board, they have
You're forced
French classes.
Yeah. You have
So
to be.
is Michael now learning French or is he learning English first?
He's kind of learning a bit of both.
Or mishmash of both at the same time.
We have a tendency to speak a little bit more English than French around him, though. But then again, when we go out, most people will speak more French to him, so it kind of evens out.
Yeah, and my French clients will speak French to him. So, and that's 70% of my clients is more French than English. No, maybe 60% of my clients, which is rare.
And
Paul
he
is
does
saying,
have French immersion schools in Saskatchewan.
There you go.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm looking through here. So Kathleen says, the more you own, the more you have to maintain. Simple is the easiest.
true.
Couldn't said it better.
Less stuff, less stress.
Yeah. Doing a video a day every day is nuts. I tried it for a month and only made it 12 days. Yeah.
Kudos to you. Well, it's you kind of have to feel like you want to be in front of the camera too.
Yeah. I mean,
Or else it shows that you're forcing. Well, anyway, I'm not a good actress. So.
You also have to have content. I mean, you can't. I mean, you can just
Some people
turn on
have
the
the
camera,
gift of gab.
get the gab. Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Some have the gift of gab.
I mean, yeah. I guess everyday videos. I mean, we're not gonna fool ourselves. It's hard. It's hard. Something hard.
No, it is. It is. I mean, I look at one of my first videos that I did for my other channel, and I'm filming one of my guys the whole time. He's like, "No, you need to film yourself."
Right.
I'm going, "Yeah, but I'm more comfortable behind the camera."
You know, that's one of the reasons why you see Christina a lot in a lot of our videos, because I'm the one who films. So she's the one who gets filmed in front of the camera.
Just because I don't give up.
And that's the thing. Sometimes that's the best way of doing it, is not giving anything, right? You be you.
Exactly.
And I think that's the most important thing, is not to try to be somebody else, not to try to put on a whole fake whatever it might be. I mean, there's people that are YouTubing and they leave the camera on while they sleep and they've got thousands of views.
Yeah, the silent streams. Yeah.
It's
Just trying to crack down on those, but yeah.
yeah.
Now you have Michael cookie all for mom and him.
They have a
So,
Michael.
in closing, do you have any tips or advice for others that are looking at starting a YouTube channel?
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking to start a YouTube channel, you have to be patient because it doesn't grow overnight. The best time to start is as soon as you can, and the best equipment is the one that you already have. So you don't have to go buy some like all kinds of expensive equipment to start. You just have to start, and you will develop your skills as you go.
Mm-hmm.
That is Michael's.
That's,
That's
Michael's advice.
Just go
In there.
For YouTube right now.
Oh yeah, and be authentic. Yes. Don't try and script your stuff like so that it's perfect. Nobody wants.
Yeah. Things happen. Oopses happen.
Exactly.
Disasters happen. Things don't go right. That's all part of it.
The entire shirt is an oops today.
Yeah.
And so is the
So is the climbing baby.
For YouTube, I'd have to say fill out the description. A lot of people don't fill out the description.
Yeah, the about section is very important. A lot of people will go look at it. If it's blank,
I see a lot of that.
And fill out the video description just with something. Ideally, if you have keywords, I know that if you biting baby life. No, if you have kids, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to say you have kids. If you have words that are in your description and you said it in your video, YouTube does pick that up because I've noticed the videos that we say it, but we get like 1,000, like we get way more views.
Yeah.
That's now. It's not like back in the day.
Yeah, well, the algorithm is continually changing, so.
But I know that if you're consistent in your video versus blah blah, like that has helped. And don't have a baby and a dog just because you think you'll be unique, because there's a lot of work.
Yeah, I look back and going, I miss those days. They were a lot of work, but it doesn't change.
Yeah, the more work, the more rewarding it is.
Yeah, it is. How's he at sleeping?
He's starting to sleep his nights a bit better now.
Yeah.
He still stays up until like 3 or 4 in the morning sometimes, but at least he only wakes up like 1, maybe 2 times for feedings, and then goes right back to bed. So it's not so bad.
Yeah, because he was not. People are like, "Oh, our baby." No, our baby
since the beginning slept from 11 at night until 10 in the morning.
I'm like, well, not
okay,
ours.
Good for you.
There's less videos. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you think of it this way: once you start full-time van life, you're going to have some pretty epic stuff with having Michael around and having Angel around that a lot of people won't have. So it makes it unique, and it makes it you guys.
Maybe also the interaction between both of them.
Yeah.
That's often right now Angel still wins, but who knows later on.
Who knows later, yeah.
And we're not just nature people, we're a city people. So that's what's fun about the van. Like going to the park and just having a simple day and not spending a lot of money making the food in the van and then eating in a park. And then watching them play and just enjoying life, period. And
Kathleen said he's one lucky baby, being able to travel and spend so much quality time with his parents is wonderful.
Oh, he's not happy now. He's
We're all
not.
planning when he's of age to cyber school him. So we're gonna try and school him from home, at least for elementary. We'll see about.
Well, you know what? I really appreciate you guys. It's been great chatting with you. I don't want to keep you too long with
Thanks
Michael and everything.
Pleasure being here.
It's an honor. Thank you guys so much, and really appreciate you, and look forward to seeing you on the chats.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. It's always nice when you can connect with unique people, and this is one special couple, and I really admire them for getting out there and doing these things with a child and a dog. Kudos to you guys, and look forward to seeing you guys out there and doing your mod work and everything else that you guys do. And I am going to just say bye to everybody. We are going to jump out of here. We will throw it out to our final.